DJ Sampler. Let's get crazy. The A-Team. Snip by snip to get this look, to get that look that's on the big costume. So imagine strip by strip, snip by snip. It takes a long time to paste something that size with something this size. That's wow. And you gotta take off each. As a matter of fact, this will have to be loosed out in order to paste it strip by strip to get that fluffy, rich, colored look. Now we got a heavy duty staple gun. These rods along with some wires is how we form shapes, characters, and sizes right here. So the guy in this photo, when he's doing this, he's gonna staple the wire onto the cardboard, take the contact cement, paint it on, put tape over that, and then he will bend it and form it. The wire is so that it can hold the shape and it don't move. And that's how you get the flamingo, the blue marlin, all of those different looks out there. It takes a lot of work. We got a lot of architects that's in Junkanoo, and they will design and build and shape and form, and then come back and put the cardboard over it. This harness right here is one of the latest and newest instruments in Junkanoo, and I'll show you. Because Junkanoo is not just a costume event, but it's a musical one. Here we go, the cow skin drum. That's the sound, and I demonstrated to you guys earlier. Here we go with the horn was out in the 1970s and 80s. The horn, which is like the trumpet, the trombone, the sousaphone, all of them was out in the 1970s and 80s. That's the sound of the brass. Now I told you earlier, we don't like to discard of much. So what we do is, we eat the cup, and then we use the conch shell for horn. Now, in the 2000s, the mouthpiece was added onto the conch shell, because before time, they would just blow directly into the conch shell. That was much more difficult to do. Yeah. So they added the mouthpiece. Sound of the cowbell. And then all together. Now I don't know who thought about a cheese grater and a hair pick combination. But it works. It works. It actually works, and I'll give you demonstrations a little bit sooner. But this here is the latest instrument that attaches to that harness right there. And here we call it the kalunka, or the kunkalaka. Now, with music comes dance. Come on, let me show you. Right here and here, we have what is known as the choreograph section. So these are a set of ladies, some 60, sometimes 80 females, lined routine, costumes exactly alike. And keep in mind, after the builder is done building, each of these females are responsible for pasting and decorating their own costume. Everyone with the same movements, same costume, but the free dancer don't need a routine. The free dancer, all the free dancer need is music. Just music. In some cases, some free dancers, I don't know, sometimes they be listening to a whole different music than what's playing on the route, because they got a whole different style of dance, and I'm trying to figure out, are you listening to the same music? But guys, it's a competition, and I'll tell you this, the cash prize for a free dance is about $500.
Nice.
But that big costume, that flamingo costume, that's a free dancer costume. Now the costume was 3,000. So it's never really about the competition with Junkanooers. It's about two things. One, the love of the culture, and two, the bragging rights. Everyone wants the bragging rights for 365 days. Like the Saxon that's here. Oh, you're killing me. Then we got the off-the-shoulder costume. The off-the-shoulder costume is a much bigger costume than the free dancer. Most cases you got about 6 feet, 7 feet off the ground that you got to pick up and mount on your shoulder and carry. But when the music hits you, you don't remember the weight nor the size of your costume. You just have fun. The mask here to my left is Junkanooers or slaves were given 3 days to celebrate each year. And that's how Junkanoo was birthed. So rather than being judged by their slave owners, they decided to wear a mask to conceal their identity. Because when the music hits you, you forget where you are, who you are, and what you're doing. And you just have a good time. So rather than being judged by the way I dance, some free dancers, dancing off beat. You know, some people, we dance off beat. We like music, we dance off beat, we sing off tune, but we like music.
That's right.
Like me, I don't know music. So if I sing, you may hold your air. You may have to hold your air if I sing, but I love it. So I practice in the shower, just when no one hears me, I think. But the mask will want to conceal their identity. Now, we're gonna go through where the magic happens. So this is what basically feels like. Come on in, everybody. This is what Bay Street feels like. This is where the magic happens.
Stand together. Oh, yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Woo-hoo.
That's the sound of the cowbell.
That's great. Thank you so much. That was awesome.
That was awesome. That was awesome. Thank you.
Ready? Awesome.
As soon as I walked outside, it flew
I
off
know,
my
I'm
head.
behind you.
Right here, guys, this is the language of Junkanoo. Right here. First of all, the first thing everyone aims for is 2 straight.
Two straight.
You're killing me, Saxon. You're killing me. And the Saxons just won 2 straight. Unfortunately,
Take on this.
that's exactly what they said.
Take on
They
this.
lost this. Unfortunately, I'm the guy who's saying
Stay
they
wrong.
robbed us. They robbed us. They
Love
robbed
it.
us. Now, this is one of my favorite sayings in Junkanoo. Don't get Jeff. And I'll tell you what I mean. Rather than saying don't get left, you say don't get Jeff. Most of them guys dilly-dally around all year. And then when the 26th of December comes, they never complete their costume. So what we do is we get a photo of Jeffrey the butler from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air,
Yeah.
attach it next to your photo.
Oh no.
And everyone knows that you're the guy who got left. And your name for the entire year is Jeffrey.
Here's Jeffrey. Oh my God.
You named Jeffrey for the entire year. Then we got
That is
Meet
cool.
Me on Bay. Bay Street is where magic happens. And we trash talk all year. So you're gonna hear someone say, you know what? All this trash talking, meet me on Bay. You know what you say in school? At 3 p.m. meet me outside? Yeah, meet me on Bay
Meet me
Street.
on Bay.
We're gonna settle this on Bay Street. And then you will hear something like showtime. Showtime means it's our time to go. It's performance time now. When someone shouts showtime, you may be in a big costume, but you forget about the size and the weight, and you just perform. Because performance is one of the categories, one of the biggest categories in Junkanoo. Performance, presentation, and music. Those are our 3 major categories. They carry the most points. That determines whether or not you're going to win 2 straight. And you're going to hear they clean. I was saying that last year when the Saxons lined up. I said, they raw, they clean. That means they're immaculate. Their costuming, their everything, their overall presentation was immaculate. They clean. They was clean last year.
Wow.
I gotta give it to them. We're rivals, but I gotta give it to them. They was clean. So I was the guy saying to some of the Saxons. They said to me, they say, now say you're sorry.
Say you're sorry.
For all of that trash talking we did all year, now say you're sorry. When I saw them, I said, oh, the parade is over. They won. They hadn't even performed yet, and I said they win. Oh God, they win. They won already. It's over. And they certainly did win 2 straight. They did. So these are some of the sayings of Junkanoo. You guys, and you're gonna find a lot of these things on some of our shirts, our blouses right up here on them. So you guys can come on into the gift shop.
That is
You can have a
awesome.
good time. If you want to come back and take some photos, you can actually do that.